posts from my fans on Facebook.
Good evening, everybody, and welcome to another rendition of high school football here with NBC Watertown. We have the General Brown Lions coming into town to take on the Lowville Red Raiders coming up in the final game of the regular season. Like I said, this is an NBC Watertown production here for a live stream. This is going to be our last live stream. Between General Brown and Lowville. Lowville having a little bit of a down out a team that has had so much success in the past and fights as hard as this team does, especially with great coaching down there on the sidelines with head coach Josh Kaufman. And on the opposite sideline, you have a team who's coming in playing very well. You have the General Brown Lions who have been ripping through their schedule, preparing for postseason play. It's going to be a really good matchup, and we're going to bring it to you here with NBC Watertown. I am your play-by-play, I guess you can say play-by-play man here, Tyler Clemens, bringing you the action. All right, sorry for the delay there, folks. It looks like we're going to get a kickoff here from General Brown, and it's going to be Lowville who's going to return. Lowville wearing the red jerseys and gray pants, defending on the left side. General Brown, that iconic look with the looks kind of like the Michigan Wolverines helmets, with the white shirts, white jerseys, blue pants, and with gold stripes down the side. Kickoff here is going to be on the opposite side of the field, and that's going to fall out of bounds, and that's going to be where Lowville will start things off to kick off this game. Hey, we have some sponsors that make this thing possible, these live streams all year long. These same sponsors have been with us since the beginning of this year's live stream. We also have sponsors that have been with us since the beginning of this endeavor 3-4 years ago. We're going to start off talking about Casket Ford out there in Carthage. They are a overall sponsor for us. They've been with us since the beginning of these live streams. They will sponsor all of our live streams throughout the entire year. They have made the commitment to supporting youth and local athletics just as we have. They are a local dealership right there in Carthage. Best new and used vehicles, Ford products there. It's Casket Ford. First snap is going to be a screen out to the far side when defended well by General Brown. A few Lions in on the stop. It'll be a gain of about 4 or 5 to start things off. Logan Watson, the quarterback here for Lowville. It's probably a good call on first down to get the rhythm here. We'll see how Lowville wants to kind of shake things up a little bit. General Brown has great defense. They've been playing well all year long. You're going to have to kind of mix things up there on the offensive side to keep them on their toes. We'll see if they put the ball in the air more or if they kind of stick to the ground. They are going to put the ball in the air for the second straight time. They want it all on second down. It had him on the far side, just off the fingertips of the wide receiver. I believe that was Austin Bender down the far sideline. He had a step on the defender, just could not corral that in, and that's going to bring up third down. Let's call it 3rd and 7. I like the aggressiveness out of Lowville to start things off here. I think a lot of times when you're the underdog coming into a game, you try to do things that don't lose the game for you. So you start calling run plays. You don't take those risks and take those shots. We'll see Lowville took 2 straight pass plays here. They are still at 3rd and 7, however. Watson a pass. He drops back in just a little bit too high, timing off a little bit on the far side. That's going to bring up a 4th down. Like the aggressiveness that we saw with Lowville on the opening drive. Did it translate into first downs or yards? But really setting the tone, showing General Brown that the entire playbook is wide open for the night. Punt here, end over end. It's a pretty good one. It's going to bounce to about the 30-yard line, and that's where Lowville will down the ball, and General Brown will have their first attempt to score here early on in this Frontier League matchup. Hey, another one of our sponsors is Carthage Area Hospital. They've asked us to pick a player of the game for every game this year, so stay tuned to the end of the game. We'll choose a player to be named. But they have some of the shortest ER wait times in the North Country. They're also specialists in labor and delivery, among other departments, so go check them out. That's Carthage Area Hospital. Also, Amco Transmissions is our touchdown sponsor for the year. They are a national brand and a local service out there on Coffee Street in Watertown. First down play, and it's a good one for General Brown. Looks like it was Aiden McManaman on the carry. It's going to be a first down and then some for General Brown. About a gain of about 12. General Brown kind of has a similar offense to Indian River. Very compact. They move really quickly as the first down play is going to be a nice catch and spin move after to get some yards after catch. Good athletic play by Tavon Hunt. And now the Lions are in business. 2 plays, 2 first downs as they move the ball down the field. But as we just got done hosting an Indian River live stream last week, they have a similar offense, very compact. Of course, now they're going to spread it out a little bit, put a wide receiver over to the right side and one to the left, one man in motion. They move quickly like Indian River does, and they're methodical in their approach, just like Indian River. 2 very good teams, high-powered offense and good defense. Is very well coached on both sides as well. Call it a small victory for Lowville. They hold them without a first down. It'll be now 2nd and 8 as General Brown gets the play and brings it back in. Man under center. 1 man in motion. Fullback gets it this time. And a good run right up the middle, just plowing through defenders, and he's going to go all the way. Touchdown by Tavon Hunt from the fullback position. Of course, we know that he has some speed, not a prototypical fullback. And that's going to be a quick touchdown here for the Lions, going right down the middle of the field. See it on the replay here. A couple of Raiders had a chance to bring Hunt down, first being Charlie Von Wall, right in the backfield, but it was a good run by Hunt and put 6 points up on the board. Extra point is good, 7-0 the score here for General Brown with just a couple minutes off the clock. That is a touchdown, and all touchdowns are sponsored by Amco Transmissions. I was telling you about them before. They are a national brand, but they have local service, and they do much more than transmissions. They are a total car care facility. That's Amco Transmissions out there on Coffee Street. And we also have another sponsor just for this game. It's the UP Coalition. The mission of the coalition is to reduce the use of alcohol, tobacco, and other drugs in Lewis County youth by collaborating with our community to empower residents to make educated decisions about living a healthy lifestyle. That's UP Coalition. They have sponsored tonight's live stream. I also want to remind everyone that every sponsorship or partnership for live streams that make this event possible on our end is a partnership and an agreement between us at NBC Watertown and the business alone. It has no affiliation or direct representation of either school playing tonight, Frontier League, Section 3, or New York State Athletics in any way. First down play for Lowville. It's going nowhere fast. Good defense by the General Brown Lions, really getting into the backfield, making that play very difficult for Watson. He got the snap, faked the handoff, and before he knew it, he had a couple linemen right in his face. Couldn't tell immediately. It looked like Dawson Rastley might have been in on the stop first for General Brown, but there was quite a few in there. So to bring up second down and long. You're about 2nd and 12. Dropping back to pass, and now it's going to be a quarterback keeper. Good maneuver there for Watson. A good pump fake and gets a couple extra yards. Orsesi on the stop for the Lions. We'll see here on the replay. Lowville spreading it out wide. Pass was coming initially. Good play by Watson to step up in the pocket, though. Find some yards. Kind of a dangerous play for Watson, though, being dragged down from behind. Sometimes you don't protect that ball as well as you should. You think you've already passed the line and you're good for whatever's in front of you, but Orsesi with a good stop there. This third down play, it's going to be awfully close. We'll see where they end up spotting the ball. I think it's going to be a little bit short, but definitely probably the 4th down territory here. Fourth and 2 here for the Red Raiders, who spread it way out. We have 4 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Well, 3 receivers, 1 being a tight end. Out route, and that's going to be good for a first down, and then some as Lowville pushes the ball into opposite field territory for the first time. Dalton Myers on the reception, gains the first down, and that's a first down that Lowville really needed. You go 3 and out on the first drive, and then you go for a 4th and 2 on your own side of the field. Jenner Brown gets that stop. That completely kills all momentum that you would even dream of having coming into this game. It's going to be really tough for the Red Raider defense to just keep General Brown out of the end zone all game long, let alone when you give it to them in their own in the offensive territory. First down play goes for a loss of about 1, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. Healthy balance so far for Lowville. A couple passes, a couple runs. We have 3 receivers to the left. And I actually count them with 4 receivers to the left and 1 to the right. Watson wants it all. High pass. He's behind the defense and caught to about the 5-yard line as Myers. It was a foot race between Myers and Ryan McManaman. And as we'll see here on the replay, Myers wins this one. It's just a straight go route. Watson looked the defender off, the safety off, and was able to get a one-on-one matchup with McManaman on the near side. It was really key that Watson was able to look off Kyler Dorigo. And now Lowville's in business, put some points on the board. Watson with a quick pass to Myers. And he'll gain maybe a yard or 2, but that's about it. Very impressive drive here for Lowville. 3 and out on the first drive, and obviously, playing a really good team like General Brown, sometimes that can mess with an offense. You start to doubt yourself what the plan is on offense. Here, they got the ball back, and now they're really cruising down the field, knocking on the doorstep here for the first points of the game. Watson throws it on the outside and dropped. Wasn't going to be a touchdown anyway, though. That was good defense on the opposite side of the field by Luke Heller. Even if it was a completed pass, nowhere near the end zone. And now a huge third down play. That's a tough pass to make for a high school quarterback, throwing all the way across the field. We'll see if they call a more simple option here. It's going to be a quarterback keeper. He goes right up the middle. It's Watson. Officials in perfect position to make that call. Looks like he's going to be about a yard short. I don't know. Do you punt it away here? I don't think so. I think they're going to go for it. We'll see what they come up with on 4th and goal from the about half-yard line. Interesting, though, as Lowville has pretty much been under the gun the entire opening quarter here. We haven't seen Watson go under center very often. This would be a time to do so. They do elect to keep him under the gun. 3 to the right and 2 to the left. One man in motion. They go for the screen pass. It's tipped. And that's a bad break for Lowville, who had a good drive and falls just a little bit short. That's encouraging here for Lowville. It's encouraging for the fans to see their offense go right down the field. And it's tough to score from the 10-yard line and in. I think Lowville's lacking a power running back as well, from what we've seen so far. They're a lot of speed. They have a lot of speed. They have a lot of athletes on the outside. But what they lack is a power running back to kind of get those tough 1 or 2 yards. That's case in point right there as that first down play goes for a first down. Caleb Natali on the carry. General Brown has less of an offensive attack. Excuse me, less of an offensive balance, I should say, between pass and run. They have a much better offensive production. Of course, just as I say that, General Brown wants to pass, and they do. It's a completed pass to about just shy of the 40-yard line. With man-to-man on the pass to Natali. So as I was saying before, General Brown definitely more run-oriented. Now, what's interesting is they don't feature one back or one power running back. They kind of spread the wealth a little bit. Like McManaman gets some carries, Natali gets some carries. I'm sure Luke Heller will get some carries before the end of it. Tavon Hunt scored the touchdown. There's a face mask at the end of that play. And now it's a carry to Devine, his first carry of the evening. He's going to be just a little bit short of a first down as the clock approaches under the 5-minute mark here. So second down and very manageable. Let's call it second and about 3. One man in motion. He's going to get the ball this time. Definitely first down as he's pushing his head forward and gets some positive yards after the first down as well. First and 10 from Lowville's side of the field here as General Brown is driving. Remember, they got the ball at the 1-yard line, and they moved the ball pretty quickly here to throughout this drive. I don't think any play has gone for a negative yard so far for General Brown. Just continuing to push the pile forward, move the ball down the field for their opening drive, and then we're seeing it again here on their second drive. Second down play, gains about 2 or 3. One man in motion. McManaman goes back to pass. A little too high this time. That's going to bring up third down. Intended target was Kyler Dorigo. Seven nothing the score here as third down approaches for General Brown. McManaman's going to go back to pass again. He has someone wide open in the middle of the field, and that's going to go for a first down. And as the chains move, let me tell you about Cascadet Ford from Carthage. They're an overall sponsor of ours. They've been here from the start, and they will be here through all of our live streams. Cascadet Ford, a local dealership, local service, the best selection of new and used vehicles. Gotta go and check them out. That's Cascanets out there in Carthage. Now McManaman, the quarterback keeper. Big hit at the end of that play. That's going to go for a first down, however. Brendan Hamburg on the stop for Lowville. Under the 3-minute mark here. It's been Lowville as the aggressors and really pushing the issue here. Remember, Lowville got all the way down to the 1-yard line, could not push the ball in. We're going to look back on those last 4 plays. As looks like General Brown has another touchdown here. It's going to be very close in. There's the call. Touchdown for General Brown. 2 scores in the opening quarter on 2 drives. Tavon Hunt with the second touchdown of the game, making his case for player of the game so far. You see it on the replay here. And really nothing too tricky. It's just a run right up the middle. And Hunt gets his second score of the game. Extra point is good, so 14-0 to score here at a beautiful Lowville complex. Hey, Amco Transmissions is a touchdown sponsor for us in all of our live streams this year of high school football. They are a local company, a local family providing a national brand to get the best of both worlds there. They don't just do transmissions, they have total car care as well. Amco Transmissions out there at Coffee Street in Watertown. Gotta go give the Simmons family a call. And let me tell you about the UP Coalition, who have sponsored tonight's live stream here in Lowville. Their mission is simple. Their coalition is to reduce the use of alcohol, tobacco, and other drugs in Lewis County youth by collaborating with the community to empower residents to make educated decisions about living a healthy lifestyle. That's the UP Coalition. Go check them out there. They have a Facebook page, they have a website, UP Coalition. So the return will bring the ball out to just shy of the 30-yard line. So Lowville's going to set up shop for their third drive of this late regular season game. First down, and there's going to be 2 receivers to the right. Actually, 1 man in motion now. It's going to bring in a running back for Watson to see if he gets the ball, if he helps protect. It's a read option, and Watson's going to keep it. Gains a few positive yards, but that's about it. And that's going to bring up second down. We've seen Watson put the ball in the air quite a bit in the first quarter. He practiced that a lot, and Lowville practiced it a lot in the pregame warm-up. So we thought maybe Lowville was going to put an emphasis on throwing the ball tonight. As we've seen so far, General Brown, not a lot of success in the air, but a lot of success keeping the ball on the ground. Second down play is going to be recorded as a sack. Tavon Hunt on the stop for General Brown. And now it's going to be a really tough third down opportunity for for Lowville to convert. Let's call it about 3rd and 12, and I think General Brown is going to have all their safeties in a prevent defense here, not let them get behind the defense. 2 to the left, and you're going to have 3 receivers to the right with a tight end a little bit off the line of scrimmage. Slant is going to be just a little bit too high for Lowville. It's going to be 4th down. It's going to be a 3 and out here. I think that was Dawson Cole as the intended target. So the 1:06 remaining on the clock. General Brown has a chance to go up 3 scores in the opening quarter. Although unlikely, it would need a big play to happen. That would be a real statement to come out on an away team and put up 3 scores in the opening quarter. That punt is corralled by General Brown and now taken to about midfield. First down here for the Lions. 1 man in motion, and he's not going to get. It's going to be a pass in the middle, and that's going to be a wide open pass at that, all the way into the end zone. And just as I spoke it out of existence, it happens. A big play for General Brown. 3 scores in the first quarter. I believe that was Caleb Natali on the reception for the Lions. We'll see it on the replay here. Wide open, streaking down the middle of the field. Blown coverage for the Raiders, says I don't think the game plan was to have Natali go walk free down the middle of the field. Touchdown for the Lions, and that's a statement and a half. 21-0 in the opening quarter. Guess I spoke too soon, but I was correct. 21-0. And that brings up an Anco Transmissions live read for the touchdown. Like I've said all year long, they're a local family with a national brand. It's really, you can't ask for much more than that. Total car care services on Coffeen Street, Amco Transmissions. Also, Carthage Area Hospital is a sponsor for our live streams of high school football. They have some of the shortest ER wait times of the North Country. That's Carthage Area Hospital. Give them a call. They have a website as well. Check them out. Kickoff here for the Lions. Going to go to the outside, and it's going to stay in bounds, actually. Lowville's going to get a chance to return on the far side. Take it down just shy of the 20-yard line. That was Brandon Hamburg on the return. Lowville needs to put up some points in a hurry here. Needs to kind of punch back, per se, in this game. General Brown has come out and really started to win the fight. Watson gets the play call here, and they break the huddle. Little confusion as Watson goes back to the sideline to get some clarification. Now they're ready to go. 2 receivers to the left and 2 to the right. It's going to be a read option, and this time he hands it off. Lions swarm to make the tackle. Not going to gain a lot of positive yards. There's Dalton Myers on the carry, a senior for the Red Raiders. And that could be the final play of the quarter if they so choose. There's 18 seconds left of the clock. They don't look like they're in any hurry to run another play. I think it'd be wise to let this clock run down. And I think they will. So at the end of the first quarter, it's 21-0. We're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we will bring you the second quarter of action here from Lowville. It's Jenna Brown on top, 21-0.
Orthopedics is about more than fixing muscles, bones, and joints. It's about helping you reach your full potential. That's why at Samaritan, our team of board-certified, fellowship-trained specialists provides a full range of personalized orthopedic care right here in our community. It all adds up to elevated orthopedics. Samaritan Orthopedics.
From the Church Street Diner. We are a proud sponsor of Dining for Charities at NBC Watertown. If you'd like to save 50% off a purchase, go to NBCWatertown.com and click on the Dining for Charities banner.
All right, we are back for the second quarter of play, and I'm going to make some corrections here after the second down play. That's going to gain about to the line of scrimmage, and that's about it. It is a completed pass, maybe a yard in advance, but that'll bring up third down. Had a couple wrong names to report here from our rosters that we received from. They are really reliable with Syracuse.com. Number 3 is actually Seamus Devine, not Tavon Hunt. So my apologies to Seamus and family there. And also number 42 is Gabe Malcolm. Just received his name and number as well to update the roster. So I apologize if we get any names wrong. Looks like we're dealing with some faulty rosters here, but we will do our best to make the corrections when they come up. Third down play, huge gain for Lowville, getting out of there deep in their defensive territory. Beautiful pass by Watson that time. So 1st and 10 at around the 50-yard line. Let's see if Lowville continue to work the ball down the field and get their first points on the board. 3 to the right and 1 to the left with a running back in here for Watson. He's going to get it this time. Running to the left side, taken down by about 3 or 4 Lions. That was Myers on the carry. So far it's been a lot of Myers. It's been a lot of Watson, been a little bit of Hamburg. That's the story here for Lowville. Second down and 8, let's call it here for the Red Raiders. As Watson drops back to pass. Screen pass wide open down the middle of the field. And still on his feet is going to be Hamburg. He gains the first down. We'll see the replay here. Watson drops back to pass. Looks Watson's way the entire time. Hamburg's way the entire time. Looks him right down, and it's going to be a first down after the pitch and catch. We have 3 to the left now for Watson. Was one man is in motion. That's going to be Myers. 2 to the right. It's going to stay on the ground. Myers going to get the carry. Taken down in the backfield by Orsesi. And it'll be second down, and that's going to be long. We'll call it about second and maybe 13 or 14. We've seen Lowville go to the air in these situations in the past. We'll see if they stick with it here. They will. Good pump fake, and now he's going to be taken down by pretty much the entire defensive line for the Lions. Definitely unfair to give that whole sack just to one person. Orchesi and Natali in on the stop. We'll see the replay here. I thought Watson had a shot of breaking loose here. Good pump fake, but just too many Lions just barreling down on him too quickly. And the third down pass is incomplete. So what seemed to be a successful drive all of a sudden stalls in a hurry, and it's going to be fourth down as Lowville will be forced to punt in the middle of the field. Watson's going to do the kicking duties here for Lowville. He gets a big boot on it, and then end over end kick. Taken at the 10-yard line. It's muffed momentarily, and the Lions are able to fall back. It looks like it was Duringo. Nope, never mind. Do not have 12 on my roster, but punt was muffed momentarily. He's able to fall back on it. Retain possession. So this is the, by far, actually I can't say that because Lowville actually gave him the ball at the 1-yard line. I was going to say this is by far the worst field position they've had so far, but it's actually not. They've had worse, but not much better. First down on the opening play, however, and all of a sudden General Brown can breathe again. First and 10, it looks like he was pushed out at around the 30-yard line. 20-yard line, I mean. First down play here, the second of the drive. It's going to be a long carry here for McManaman. We'll see if anyone can take him down. A good cutback, and finally taken down on the opposite, let's call it 28-yard line, but a huge play for the Lions. You'll see the lane just opens up on the far side, and he was pretty much gone if it wasn't for Myers tracking him down from the far side of the field. A great play by the cornerback senior, not giving up on the play. And it looks like we're going to get a timeout on the field. While they take a timeout, I will tell you about the UP Coalition, very important sponsor for tonight. The mission is simple. The mission of their coalition is to reduce the use of alcohol, tobacco, and other drugs in Lewis County youth by collaborating with our community to empower residents to make educated decisions about living a healthy lifestyle. The United Prevention Coalition of Lewis County envisions a community that fosters its youth to choose a healthy lifestyle. That's UP Coalition of Lewis County. So after the long play, now General Brown's back in business. First down in opposing territory. One man in motion, that's Natali. He's going to get the snap, or going to get the pitch, I should say. Gets a first down and a few yards after. Everything that General Brown runs has worked tonight. Like I said, they have not been stopped for a loss so far. They move methodical, they move quickly, they're a tough team to defend. Looks like a fumble this time, but just as I spoke it into existence, it happens. Lowville with a big turnover as General Brown was knocking on the doorstep. We'll see if the Red Raiders can get some momentum here. We'll see it on the replay. Just looks like it was a fumble on the exchange. Natali in motion, and between the quarterback and the running back, just not on the same page, and that's going to be a huge turnover for the Red Raiders. Gage Caldwell on the recovery for the team in red, and now we'll see if Lowville get their first points on the board. This is a fan base that is ready to cheer on the Red Raiders. We'll see if they can get some points on the board and make that happen. Watson out, drops back to pass. Quick pass and just a little bit high. Tanner Millard on the intended target. That'll bring up second down. If you know the Lowville facility, you're probably wondering where this camera crew is set up. And I always make a point to mention it here because typically you would expect a nice press box, or typically you would expect really any facility with like on top of the bleachers. This facility is a little bit unique. We are live from, I believe, a first or second grade classroom this evening. And in case anyone needs to know how to write their cursive letters or read a nice book, we have the options here. So as Lowville goes backwards here on this drive, it brings up third down and dangerous territory. Dangerously close to a safety that time. I do mention that because sometimes our cameras will end up picking the big posts here for the windows, or sometimes we have to cut out and it looks a little bit awkward. So just wanted to apologize in advance if that does happen. We are live from a classroom today. And if Mrs. Lehman is listening, we thank you for your hospitality, actually. Fourth down, and Watson's going to have his work cut out for him tonight on this punt. Does get it away, and it's a nice booming kick. Bounces to the 30. It's going to roll past the 40. See if it gets to the 45. It will. And about to midfield is where Lowville's going to touch it down, and General Brown will take over. Hey, Carter, the Jerry Hospital has some of the shortest ER wait times in the North Country. They're also specialists in labor and delivery services, among many other departments. Go and check them out. That's Carthage Area Hospital. They're going to want us to pick a player of the game tonight, and there's quite a few Lions are putting their name in the hat to be chosen here. We'll see if anyone kind of extends themselves and makes them the obvious choice, but I don't think it's going to be difficult. It's been a very strong attack by the Lions, and they've been using quite a few weapons on the field as well. Fake pitch. It's going to be a pass here, and I think that's going to be intercepted. So 2 turnovers forced by Lowville. This time, Brendan Hamburg on the interception. We've called Hamburg's name all night long. Ironic, because there's more cows than people in Lowville. Look how he plays defense there, though. He saw the quarterback's eyes the entire way. Stole one from Dorigo. And now it's going to be 1st and 10 for the Red Raiders. Watson on the screen pass. Caught and now taken upfield. That's going to be Swiernick. And it's going to be a 1st down for Lowville. Time not an issue here. Plenty of time. 6 minutes to go in the first half. Lowville can really kind of settle in and try to get into a rhythm here on this drive. Pivotal that they put some points up on the board. Another screen pass. on the far side. Now streaking up the middle of the field, taken down around the 45-yard line. Swiernick gets the call again. Spreading it out wide here. 3 receivers to the left and 2 to the right. Watson drops back to pass. Good protection this time, and just a little bit too high for his intended target. That's going to be incomplete. You can see Watson is just a natural thrower of the football. It comes off his hand very well. Nice tight spiral. He's a junior here, so getting some very valuable snaps throughout the season. I'll be very interested to see what he pulls off as a senior. Unfortunately, his 2 main targets are seniors, Dalton Myers and Brendan Hamburg. It'll be 3rd down at about 9 here. Watch for the screen pass on the opposite side of the field. They have enough blockers set up. No screen here. Watson's got to get out in a hurry. He throws it down the middle of the field, and he was under duress pretty much instantaneously. Incomplete pass, and it looks like they're going to elect to punt it away here with 4 minutes and 42 seconds to go in the first half of play. Not Watson's fault there. He really got the snap, took 2 steps to his right, and under duress immediately. That play was kind of opening up, though, to be, pretty much wide open in the middle of the field. If he had maybe 2 more seconds to scan the field, he probably would have gotten that one away. Punt off the side of his foot this time, and it's going to get a very favorable bounce for Lowville. Not exactly what Watson wanted, I'm assuming, but still doesn't come back to hurt him at all. It'll be down within the 25-yard line. Not too much more you can ask for. And now General Brown will set up shop. 2 turnovers on the last 2 drives. I know this is a game that General Brown is probably going to win handedly, but you don't want to develop bad habits at the end of the year when you're playing a team you should beat. 1 man in motion. They're going to fake it to him. It's going to be a run right up the middle. McManaman keeps the ball that time. 37, an odd number for a quarterback to don. Used to the days where quarterback numbers are pretty much 1 through 19. Instead, we have a 37. I don't think I've ever seen that before. 2nd down play, 1 man in motion. It's going to be given to the fullback. And right up the middle, it's going to be a power run for Seamus Devine. The senior standing at 5'10", 270 pounds. First down carry is going to go for a big gain as he switches fields. That's going to be Gabe Malcolm down to the 20-yard line. See it on the replay here. Just good blocking on an option. Malcolm was able to switch fields. It looked like he was going to go all the way. A good stop for the Red Raiders for Dawson Cole. Saves a touchdown. And now General Brown has to start off with a pass play, and it's going to go for a touchdown. Kyler Durinko on the pitch and catch from McManaman. And that'll be the 4th touchdown of the game for the General Brown Lions. You'll see it on the replay. just compact formation like we see out of like the Indian River Warriors. We saw a lot last week, and just right down the middle of the field. Lowville has not been able to defend that play. Extra point is good. 28-0 the score here at Lowville. General Brown really making a statement, proving to the other teams that they are a team that you do not want to see in postseason play. As we saw that touchdown, we'll talk about Amco Transmissions. They are a local family with a national brand, total car care, as well as transmission services as well. That is Amco Transmissions out there in Coffee Street of Watertown. We also tell you about Cascanet Ford in Carthage. They're the overall sponsor for all of our live streams. A great partnership between the dealership and our station. They've been with us since the start, and we thank them for their service. They really have some of the best car care service, some of the best purchasing experiences there. That's Cascanet Ford in Carthage. Return taken in, maybe gets about 5 yards or so. Taken past the 30-yard line, and that's going to be where Lowville sets up shop with 3 minutes to go. 2 timeouts remaining for the Red Raiders. We'll see how they orchestrate this drive. With 2 timeouts and 3 minutes to go, especially with how much they pass the ball, time's not an issue whatsoever for them again. One man in motion. We'll see if he gets it. He doesn't. Watson going to keep it himself. Big play by Vitale, keeping him behind the line of scrimmage. And that's going to bring up second down. You can just see the discipline from the General Brown team. Every fake handoff, every fake pitch, every play action that Lowville's ran, General Brown has not fallen for. They stay home, they stay with their assignments, and they make the play. Case in point right there again, as it brings up second down at about 12. 4 to the right, 1 to the left here. An empty backfield for Watson, who goes for the screen pass. Down the opposite side of the field, some positive yards this time. It's going to be about a gain of 7. Puts him back close to on schedule as he's taken down to the 35-yard line. Approaches the 2-minute mark now. The clock has to kind of stick out in the minds of the offense here. 2 timeouts remaining, though. Most important thing here is getting the first down. Watson back to pass. He throws across the middle to Myers. He's going to be close to a first down. I think forward progress should give him the first down and stop the clock for momentarily. No 2-minute warning in high school football. We play on, remember. And now the clock will restart again. Watson has a good arm here, so if they get maybe 10 more yards, maybe 15 more yards, you could definitely see them throwing one in the end zone if it comes up. Minute and a half mark here, 2 timeouts. 3 to the left, 2 to the right. Watson over the empty backfield. He's going to take it himself and run right up the middle of the field. Gets past the 50-yard line and gives himself up in opposing territory. Good play on first down. Now moving the ball down the field. They're going to go Actually, they're not going to get a first down there. I thought he was going to have it by about a yard or 2. Instead, they get him down short of a yard. So that's going to bring up second down and 1 as we approach the 1-minute mark. 3 to the left and 2 to the right. We'll see if they go back to the well there with the quarterback draw. He wants to pass, goes right down the middle of the field, and it's going to be picked off by the Lions. Now going the opposite way. Luke Heller on the interception. And what was a promising drive for the Red Raiders comes up short yet again. We'll see he was definitely under duress immediately as he tried to get the ball to the sophomore Swiernick. And I think Swiernick maybe kind of given up on the route quickly. And that's going to be a turnover there for the Red Raiders, who had, up until this point, had stayed away from turnovers. This game could be much worse than what it is. Lowville was able to force 2 turnovers of their own and stop some drives for the Lions. First down play is going to go for a first down. I think we're going to get a timeout. And it will be a timeout on behalf of the Lions. That'll be the first charge timeout for the away team. They will have 2 remaining. Now, General Brown has kicked the extra point every time, and the kicker has looked pretty good at doing so. I do not know what the range is here for the Lions to attempt a field goal. I don't know if he is just on point from the extra point mark and they're just happy with there, or if they can get him to the 20 and they can attempt a field goal. I don't know what their plan is. It'd be interesting to see that. I mean, that's such a huge advantage for high school teams in this area when they can just get points from the 25-yard line and in from a kicker. Bit of an extended timeout here. Seems like taking all the time that they can. Now they're going to break the huddle and get back to play. 38 seconds ago, 2 timeouts for the away team, who find themselves in control here, 28-0. A lot of blocking help in here for McManaman. He has 1 receiver to the left and 1 to the right. 1 goes in motion. They fake the pitch, and it's going to be a bootleg rollout for McManaman, who might have been picked off there. Instead, it's going to be incomplete. Dangerous pass, though. Close to an interception, batted away at the end. 1 receiver out way wide on the left side. You can't even see him in the screen there. Instead, it's going to go to Natali, who's just plowing forward there, breaks out of a tackle, and is going to get up too close to the 30-yard line. Took a lot of time off the clock on that 1 rush. Looks like they're going to have him down at about the 33-yard line. So 3s are wild here. 3rd and 3 from the 33. Just under 30 seconds to go in the half. Pass here for the Lions. Down the middle of the field. Great defense at the end. Good cornerback play for Dawson Cole. Looked like it was going to be an easy pitch and catch, and at the very end knocks the ball away. That's going to be a 4th down and a decision here for the Lions. Definitely out of range for the kicker, so they're going to go for it here. And they do have timeouts to stop the clock if they don't get out of bounds here. And it's going to be a good run play this time, and gets out of bounds. Nice job by the senior Natali. So with 13 seconds left, General Brown has the ball at the 16-yard line. 2 timeouts. Really, they have many options on offense here. Compact set, 1 man in motion. It's going to be a fullback dive. Driving up the middle, now taken down past the 10-yard line. Actually going to be close to the 5-yard line after the second effort. Be about to the 7 or so. And we're going to get a timeout by the Lions, stopping the clock at 6 seconds to bring on the field goal unit. So we're going to have Chamberlain in there for the Lions doing the kicking duties. The snap is good, the hold is good, and it's blocked. Good play by the Red Raiders. And it looks like that kick had the power to get there, just did not have the height. Good attempt by Chamberlain. But Lowville holds strong. Good job to bear down there by the Red Raiders. And now with 1.5 seconds, I imagine it's going to be either a kneel or a run play. And they're going to go into half with a 28-0 deficit. They're taking some extra time getting some reinforcements on the field. Can't imagine this play is going to be really all that tricky. Simple kneel down should do. It looks like that's the formation. So that's going to be the end of the first half. General Brown, as good as advertised in the opening half of play. 28-0 the score. We are going to take a break. When we come back, we will bring you the second half of play here from Lowville.
Saving 50% off your next purchase, go on over to NBCWatertown.com and click on the Dining for Charities banner.
When you buy some of the best-selling equipment in America, the relationship doesn't just end at the showroom floor. You become part of something bigger, a dedicated parts and certified service team that will keep you productive from day one. Equipment backed by our standard warranty and the Orange Protection Program for extended peace of mind. And a Kubota family that has your back every step of the way. Ask about how we can keep your Kubota running like a Kubota.
White's Farm Supply.
From the Church Street Diner. We are a proud sponsor of Dining for Charities at NBC Watertown. If you'd like to save 50% off a purchase, go to NBCWatertown.com and click on the Dining for Charities banner.
Orthopedics is about more than fixing muscles, bones, and joints. It's about helping you reach your full potential. That's why at Samaritan, our team of board-certified, fellowship-trained specialists provides a full range of personalized orthopedic care right here in our community. It all adds up to elevated orthopedics. Samaritan Orthopedics.
Lots of things can make your engine light come on, besides your engine. A loose gas cap, a failed catalytic converter, even your transmission.
At AMCO, we know how to diagnose and fix a problem no matter what it is.
What makes your car's engine light come on can be confusing. Fortunately, where to take it isn't. That's AMCO. AA MCO.
I'm Dr. David Rosner.
And I'm Dr. Louis Zulik.
And we are your North Country surgical team.
Most common general surgery procedures can be done in the community hospital setting, like at Carthage Area Hospital.
We can handle the overwhelming bulk of surgical procedures that the community needs, anywhere from tonsils to vasectomies, and most things in between.
There's really no reason to travel away from the local area for those procedures.
Patients do not need to have an outside referral. They can self-refer. And in the majority of cases, we can get them in and be seen within a week.
Many people have been concerned about coming in to see their doctor because of the possibility of being exposed to COVID-19.
Here, it's about as safe as you can get. The physicians have all been given vaccinations. The patients are all tested before they come in.
Give us a call at 315-493-0110 if you are needing to be seen for any kind of general surgical problem.
Meanwhile, at Caskinet Ford, if you're looking to advance your career, we would love to talk to you.
You know what? I like what I see. You seem to have the qualifications we're looking for. Congratulations, you're hired. Hey, Chuck, why don't you tell us about that Ford Lightning?
Chuck Davis here at Caskinet Ford, introducing the 2022 Ford F-150 Lightning. Have questions about Ford's latest technology? Here it is. Stop in today at Caskinet Ford.
Take that short drive or visit us online at caskinetford.com. And as always, thank you for your business.
When does an underdog stop being an underdog? After the first big win? The second? Try never. Because being an underdog isn't about how much you win. It's about how hard you're willing to work for it and making sure your opponents never know your next move. Which is why some of us make a point of staying underdogs, even when we're on top. Ram Trucks, J.D. Power's #1 brand in new vehicle quality.
Lewis County Health System has been a huge part of the community for a really long time. I work with an incredible group of nurses and doctors.
I definitely wanted to work in a place where I felt I was part of a team.
When I first started here, I really liked how the nurses made me feel like part of the family, like this is home.
There's no place I'd rather work than at Lewis County Health System. I love it here.
I'm J.R. Chamberlain from Cedars Golf Course. We are proud sponsors of Dining for Charities at NBC Watertown. If you like saving 50% off your next purchase, go on over to NBCWatertown.com and click on the Dining for Charities banner.
When you buy some of the best-selling equipment in America, the relationship doesn't just end at the showroom floor. You become part of something bigger, a dedicated parts and certified service team that will keep you productive from day one. Equipment backed by our standard warranty and the Orange Protection Program for extended peace of mind. And a Kubota family that has your back every step of the way. Ask about how we can keep your Kubota running like a Kubota.
White's Farm Supply.
From the Church Street Diner. We are a proud sponsor of Dining for Charities at NBC Watertown. If you'd like to save 50% off a purchase, go to NBCWatertown.com and click on the Dining for Charities banner.
Orthopedics is about more than fixing muscles, bones, and joints. It's about helping you reach your full potential. That's why at Samaritan, our team of board-certified, fellowship-trained specialists provides a full range of personalized orthopedic care right here in our community. It all adds up to elevated orthopedics. Samaritan Orthopedics.
Lots of things can make your engine light come on, besides your engine. A loose gas cap, a failed catalytic converter, even your transmission.
At AMCO, we know how to diagnose and fix a problem no matter what it is.
What makes your car's engine light come on can be confusing. Fortunately, where to take it isn't. That's AMCO. AA MCO.
I'm Dr. David Rosner.
And I'm Dr. Louis Zulik.
And we are your North Country surgical team.
Most common general surgery procedures can be done in the community hospital setting, like at Carthage Area Hospital.
We can handle the overwhelming bulk of surgical procedures that the community needs, anywhere from tonsils to vasectomies and most things in between.
There's really no reason to travel away from the local area for those procedures.
Patients do not need to have an outside referral. They can self-refer. And in the majority of cases, we can get them in and be seen within a week.
Many people have been concerned about coming in to see their doctor because of the possibility of being exposed to COVID-19.
Here, it's about as safe as you can get. The physicians have all been given vaccinations. The patients are all tested before they come in.
Give us a call at 315-493-0110 if you are needing to be seen for any kind of general surgical problem.
Meanwhile, at Caskin & Ford, if you're looking to advance your career, we would love to talk to you.
You know what? I like what I see. You seem to have the qualifications we're looking for. Congratulations, you're hired. Hey, Chuck, why don't you tell us about that Ford Lightning?
Chuck Davis here at Caskin & Ford, introducing the 2022 Ford F-150 Lightning. Have questions about Ford's latest technology? Here it is. Stop in today at Caskin & Ford.
Take that short drive or visit us online at caskinetford.com. And as always, thank you for your business.
When does an underdog stop being an underdog? After the first big win? The second? Try never. Because being an underdog isn't about how much you win. It's about how hard you're willing to work for it and making sure your opponents never know your next move. Which is why some of us make a point of staying underdogs, even when we're on top. Ram Trucks, J.D. Power's #1 brand in new vehicle quality.
Lewis County Health System has been a huge part of the community for a really long time. I work with an incredible group of nurses and doctors.
I definitely wanted to work in a place where I felt I was part of a team.
When I first started here, I really liked how the nurses made me feel like part of the family, like this is home.
There's no place I'd rather work than at Lewis County Health System. I love it here.
I'm J.R. Chamberlain from Cedars Golf Course. We are proud sponsors of Dining for Charities at NBC Watertown. If you like saving 50% off your next purchase, go on over to NBCWatertown.com and click on the Dining for Charities banner.
When you buy some of the best-selling equipment in America, the relationship doesn't just end at the showroom floor. You become part of something bigger, a dedicated parts and certified service team that will keep you productive from day one. Equipment backed by our standard warranty and the Orange Protection Program for extended peace of mind. And a Kubota family that has your back every step of the way. Ask about how we can keep your Kubota running like a Kubota.
White's Farm Supply.
From the Church Street Diner. We are a proud sponsor of Dining for Charities at NBC Watertown. If you'd like to save 50% off a purchase, go to NBCWatertown.com and click on the Dining for Charities banner.
Orthopedics is about more than fixing muscles, bones, and joints. It's about helping you reach your full potential. That's why at Samaritan, our team of board-certified, fellowship-trained specialists provides a full range of personalized orthopedic care right here in our community. It all adds up to elevated orthopedics. Samaritan Orthopedics.
Lots of things can make your engine light come on, besides your engine. A loose gas cap, a failed catalytic converter, even your transmission.
At AMCO, we know how to diagnose and fix a problem no matter what it is.
What makes your car's engine light come on can be confusing. Fortunately, where to take it isn't. That's AMCO. AA MCO.
I'm Dr. David Rosner.
And I'm Dr. Louis Zulik.
And we are your North Country surgical team.
Most common general surgery procedures can be done in the community hospital setting, like at Carthage Area Hospital.
We can handle the overwhelming bulk of surgical procedures that the community needs, anywhere from tonsils to vasectomies and most things in between.
There's really no reason to travel away from the local area for those procedures.
Patients do not need to have an outside referral. They can self-refer. And in the majority of cases, we can get them in and be seen within a week.
Many people have been concerned about coming in to see their doctor because of the possibility of being exposed to COVID-19.
Here, it's about as safe as you can get. The physicians have all been given vaccinations. The patients are all tested before they come in.
Give us a call at 315-493-0110 if you are needing to be seen for any kind of general surgical problem.
Meanwhile, at Caskinet Ford, if you're looking to advance your career, we would love to talk to you.
You know what? I like what I see. You seem to have the qualifications we're looking for. Congratulations, you're hired. Hey, Chuck, why don't you tell us about that Ford Lightning?
Chuck Davis here at Caskinet Ford, introducing the 2022 Ford F-150 Lightning. Have questions about Ford's latest technology? Here it is. Stop in today at Caskinet Ford.
Take that short drive or visit us online at caskinetford.com. And as always, thank you for your business.
When does an underdog stop being an underdog? After the first big win? The second? Try never. Because being an underdog isn't about how much you win. It's about how hard you're willing to work for it and making sure your opponents never know your next move. Which is why some of us make a point of staying underdogs, even when we're on top. Ram Trucks, J.D. Power's #1 brand in new vehicle quality.
Lewis County Health System has been a huge part of the community for a really long time. I work with an incredible group of nurses and doctors.
I definitely wanted to work in a place where I felt I was part of a team.
When I first started here, I really liked how the nurses made me feel like part of the family, like this is home.
There's no place I'd rather work than at Lewis County Health System. I love it here.
I'm J.R. Chamberlain from Cedars Golf Course. We are proud sponsors of Dining for Charities at NBC Watertown. If you like saving 50% off your next purchase, go on over to NBCWatertown.com and click on the Dining for Charities banner.
When you buy some of the best-selling equipment in America, the relationship doesn't just end at the showroom floor. You become part of something bigger, a dedicated parts and certified service team that will keep you productive from day one. Equipment backed by our standard warranty and the Orange Protection Program for extended peace of mind. And a Kubota family that has your back every step of the way. Ask about how we can keep your Kubota running like a Kubota.
White's Farm Supply.
Back to the field after the halftime intermission. 28-0 the score here, as General Brown has really come out and left their mark on this game in the opening half. I'm Tyler Clemens with NBC Watertown, bringing the action live to you. We thank you for joining us tonight for this important live stream. We do have a little bit of time, so let me tell you about our sponsors for our live stream, as I've done all through the first half. They really do make these live streams happen. We thank them for their support. Let's start off with our overall sponsor, Caskinet Ford, out there in Carthage. They are the overall sponsor for tonight. They have some of the best new and used selection of Ford vehicles. They also are really expanding their service department. That's going to be done soon. I can't wait to see the finished product there. That's Caskinet Ford out there in Carthage. I also want to tell you about Carthage Area Hospital. They are going to ask us to choose a player of the game for every single game throughout our live stream of high school football season. They have some of the shortest ER wait times in the North Country. Specialist in labor and delivery services as well. That's Carthage Area Hospital. I got to say this sponsor quite a few times because there was quite a few touchdowns in the first half. It's Amco Transmissions. They sponsor all of our touchdowns through the live streaming of high school football. They're a local family with a national brand. Transmission, total car care services, you name it, they can do it. That's Amco Transmissions out there on Coffeen Street in Watertown. Go and give them a call. And finally, we have Up Coalition, who is a sponsor for tonight's live stream. The mission of the coalition is to reduce the use of alcohol, tobacco, and other drugs in Lewis County. They also want to collaborate with the community to empower their youth and residents to make educated decisions about living a healthy lifestyle. So General Brown will receive coming out of halftime. Already up 28-0. We'll see if they take more of an approach to kill the clock rather than expand the lead. Lowville will kick it away here. Shorter kick. It's going to bounce to about the 25-yard line, where It'll be taken up by General Brown, and with a big lane to go, one person to beat in a great chase down tackle. I believe that was Hamburg on the stop, and it was, but a good return from General Brown. They are really in business to open things up here in the second half of play. Just 9 seconds off the clock, and they are in offensive territory. The lane just opened wide open here for the returner, who went all the way down to the right side. He had no one in front of him, and he actually had beaten the last person to the sideline. It was Hamburg with that amazing closing speed who stopped that touchdown. And now General Brown will take possession here, just 9 seconds off of the clock here in the second half of play. First down play is going to net some positive yards here for the Lions. Gage Caldwell on the stop after about 5 yards or so. That'll bring up second down. One man in motion here. It's going to be a fullback dive. Positive yards to be gained here as well. Be close to a first down. I think it's going to be just shy of a first down here for the Lions. Seamus Devine on the carry. So third down and 3. We'll see where the Lions go to here. Pitch play to the outside. That's Malcolm. He has a big hole, and he could go just short of a touchdown as he's kind of taken down a little awkwardly. Does get up to his feet A-okay. First down, just shy of a touchdown here for the Lions, who have moved right down the field here on the opening drive. Looks like he was taken down at around the 4-yard line. Hand off up the middle. And it should be a touchdown. Don't see a signal yet, just shy. Be about the 1-yard line is where they're going to have him down. Looks like that was Gabriel Raleigh on the carry. I think he got it again and taken down at around the 1-yard line. So just cannot push it across the goal line here. I think Lowville saw that play coming the entire way, though. There was about 3 or 4 interior linemen for the Red Raiders staying home and really closing up that gap. Third down here. Goes to him again. And this one should be, looks like there's a lot of hands in the air here for the Lions, and they got him down. Boy, if that knows that if that football isn't right at the goal line, they do not want to give the touchdown here. Just shy. I mean, if the ball moves an inch, it's a touchdown. So 4th and 1. One man in motion. It's going to be Natali who's going to easily trot in for a touchdown. General Brown up now 34-0 as the opening drive goes all the way down the field and goes for a score. General Brown way ahead of the Lowville Red Raiders now. John Chamberlain in here for the extra point. Snap and hold is good, and that kick is good. Plenty of distance, plenty of air. Big score here for the Lions, increasing their lead. That's an Amco Transmissions touchdown. Total car care service and transmission service as well. That's AMCO out there in Coffee Street. You know, it's a constant wonder, when you're thinking of the ideal schedule for a football season, right? That last couple of games are so key to kind of bring you into the postseason. Do you want games that, are going to be close and hard-fought games that kind of get you in a rhythm of playing close games, or do you want to have a couple of teams that you should beat down the stretch? That way you get some confidence and maybe rest some players. Obviously, we see the latter here for General Brown. We'll see how much rest they actually get. But it does beg the question of, should they, or not should they, but is it better to have a game is more close-knit, more tight contested? We'll see how it plays out here going into the postseason. A little trickeration for Lowville, and pretty good return. We'll see the handoff here is just trying to get something to happen here for Lowville. Handoff to Myers, a good juke move, goes past the 30, gets about the 40, and a little bit past the 40. Well, that's a big return there for the Red Raiders. Lowville just needs a spark here. They just need a big play, get the fans back into it, get some points on the board, and then just let their offense go from there. Myers gets the handoff. He's going to gain about 5 yards or so, and that'll bring up second down. Plays like that have not happened often enough on first down as well for Lowville. They've been behind the 8 ball all night. It's a huge, huge difference between 2nd and 4 like we see right now as compared to 2nd and 9, 2nd and 12. Completely changes your philosophy on that set of downs. Under 8 minutes here in the third quarter. 3 to the right, 2 to the left here of Watson. Hard snap, and now he gets the snap back. Hard count, I should say. Watson by himself. He has a running room. Gets to the 30 and the 25. The 20. Just a race to the pylon, and he will get there. Touchdown for the Red Raiders. And that is a big score there for the quarterback, who finally gets the Red Raiders on the scoreboard, 35-6. A big answer here for the home team. Yeah, we see it on the replay here. Watson's just fast. It was a race to the pylon from the 30-yard line and in. He had about 3 lines to beat, and he outraces them all. Big score for the quarterback, who gets the Red Raiders on top. And now we'll see what they do here for the extra point, going for 2 to try to make up some ground in a hurry. Watson looks for a screen pass. Good pass to lead him. We'll see if he gets to the pylon. He will not. Just shy. So the score remains 35-6. A big AMCO Transmissions touchdown here for the Red Raiders gets them on the scoreboard. They're going to need a lot more of that, though, as it's the score is still 35-6 here at a beautiful complex here in Lowville, New York. While we have a second, let me tell you about the UP Coalition. Their mission of the coalition is to reduce the use of alcohol, tobacco, and other drugs in Lewis County youth by collaborating with our community to empower residents to make educated decisions about living a healthy lifestyle. They envision a community that fosters its youth to choosing those healthy lifestyles. That's their mission. That's their goal. Help them out. That's UP Coalition of Lewis County. They have a website, a Facebook page. Go and check them out. Also, Cascanet Ford is a huge sponsor of ours. They will continue to be throughout the rest of the season as well. They're the overall sponsor out there in Carthage on Route 26 next to the high school. They have some of the best selection of new and used vehicles, Ford products, and they also are expanding their service department as well. That's Cascanet Ford. Go and check them out. Kickoff here is now taken to about the 25-yard line, where it's going to be returned with speed up the middle of the field. And now it's a big return as well. We've seen 3 really big returns, 2 from General Brown, 1 from Lowville. And now Jenna Brown is setting up shop at about the 35-yard line in good field position. So if you're just joining us, 35-6 is the score. Jenna Brown really started out on top, started out as the aggressors, and just have not taken their foot off the pedal. First down play is going to go for a first down and then some. Side story here, we'll see if we can get an update, but Watson right now is on the bench getting taped up, getting attended to, so hopefully it's not an injury that causes him to miss some time on the field. McManaman with a pitch. Going to be no, that's Natali on the near side. He's going to race to the pylon, and he will score. So just as quickly as Lowville can put some points on the board, Jenna Brown says, hold on 1 second, we can retaliate. Touchdown, 41-6 the score. This play open, just wide open for Natali. Big running room, or a lot of running room, I should say. And now we'll see the extra point, which has been pretty as consistent as it could possibly be. The snap, the hold is good. The kick is very good. 42-6 the score with about 7 minutes remaining in the third quarter of play. Beautiful complex here at Lowville. I remember when this facility was just being built, and you know, as a Carthage resident, we had always heard the rumors, and we had heard saw the drawings and the likeness of what's going to be built here at Lowville. It was before my time when they used to play over at the fairgrounds, and now they have this huge facility here. They have baseball, softball, soccer, lacrosse, football, all in one complex. As you can see on the left side of your screen, the baseball diamond. Just a really, really great facility here. Kick is up, and it is... Let's see here. The flag was thrown. It didn't look like it bounced out of bounds, but it might have. As we talked about in the first half, we are actually coming to you live from a classroom. So our vision on the left side of the left side of the field there where that kick came down is kind of impeded from my vision. You might have seen it better from your camera view on the screen. Try to get the replay there, but we just didn't have enough time to go back on the recording. The call in the field was certainly that the ball went out of bounds as they bring the ball out to about the 35-yard line. The Lowville facility here for live streaming is good on the cold days, but we're trying to get cameras out of the window. Sometimes we lose some camera angles because of the windows here at the, I believe, first grade classroom. You know, we take what we can get when we're live streaming games. You know, there are some facilities where we have a full room and speeding internet and 5 outlets, and we can all space out and have heat. There's some facilities where we're on roofs, tied down so we don't blow off. That's a joke. But here at Lowville, we do appreciate the warmth of the classroom. It does provide its own special challenges. Watson up in the pocket. Obviously, as I said before, I was hoping he wasn't going to miss any time on the field, and obviously he is not. running just as fast as ever after he got that medical attention on the sideline. First and 10 from the 46 now as the clock approaches the 6-minute mark of the third quarter. 6 minutes off the clock and 3 scores. That's a pretty exciting clip of offense that we've seen. First and 10 now. And drop to the middle of the field. Good defense. Looked like, pass was easily in the hands for Tanner Millard. At the very end, just poked away. It'll be now 2nd and 10. Looks like we're going to get a holding call on the offense to boot. So repeat first down. That's going to push the ball back 10 yards. And I'll be 1st and 20 here. Five and a half minutes. 3 receivers are left, 2 to the right. Watson's going to keep this himself. He's going to get maybe a yard or 2 on first down. Still way behind schedule. 2nd and, let's call it 18 or 19. A lot of fans here tonight supporting the Lowville team on a rebuilding year. Not a sellout by any stretch of the means, but this community really rallies behind the Red Raiders. When we start doing high school basketball, we're hoping to be able to get into the facility and cover Red Raiders basketball from Lowville. However, there's a good chance that we won't have any room because they always sell out that gymnasium. 2nd down pass. Incomplete. And that's going to bring up 3rd down and very long. Quite a legacy Lowville sports has, especially in recent years. You can definitely see that the football teams and most likely the basketball team will be heavily missing the McCauley twins. They'll be missing Chad Bach, 3 great athletes who have gone on to play college sports. I believe both McCauley twins and the Chad Bach was each 1,000-point scorers for the Red Raiders basketball team. Led the Red Raiders to a sectional title in football and basketball until COVID hit. Really robbed the Red Raiders out of a state championship in basketball. Everyone in this area is probably pretty aware of the, I guess you could say, great debate if Syracuse point guard Joe Girard got bailed out in the state title game. A lot of people around the area will contest that Lowville had that game won. With its core players coming back the next year, thought they'd be in the state championship game, and that COVID robbed them of a chance to go back. So really, Lowville had 2 good chances to win a state title, and both kind of slipped away. That's in basketball. In football, they went to, I believe, the state semis before being taken down. So pretty storied history here for the Red Raiders in recent years in athletics. Tough to kind of follow that act, and of course there's always going to be rebuilding years after all that success. So approaching the 4.5-minute mark after the turnover and downs, we're going to get a timeout on the field. It's a good chance to tell you about Carthage Area Hospital. They are going to ask us to choose a player of the game. Quite a few Lions who have their some irons in the fire there. It's going to be a tough pick to figure out who's going to be the player of the game. Really, the whole team has really earned it tonight. But they have the shortest ER wait times in the North Country. They are specialists in labor and delivery services as well. That's Carthage Area Hospital. So General Brown taking possession now on their own side of the field. It's going to be a quarterback option, and they're going to pitch it to Natali, who is running with speed to the near side. He's going to be taken down out of bounds at around the 35-yard line. I've really been impressed with the way that Natali's run tonight. He is a senior, standing at 5'8", 160 pounds, but you wouldn't guess it by the way he runs. He really finishes those runs, lowers his shoulder. So now bring up 1st and 10. Run up the middle. That's going to go for some positive yards. Still on his feet, churning the legs. And that's going to be another 1st down for the Lions. Seamus Devine on that carry. Fresh set of downs here for the Lions. Low pitch for Natali. Good athletic catch. And he's going to get close to the end zone. And just short, it looks like. Maybe at the 7-yard line. So that'll bring up 1st and goal, I believe. It will be 1st and goal. Underneath the 4-minute mark. Handoff up the middle, just short of a touchdown. And now it will be 2nd and 3, let's call it. Pitch now, and it looks like this is going to be a walk-in touchdown for General Brown. Big score here to take him up to presumably 49-6. Right now, 48-6 the score. We'll see how General Brown decides to play the rest of the game out, if they continue to keep their starters out of the field, or if they start to kind of go through their second squad, get them some looks. Extra point is good, 49-6 to score. That begs the question that we were talking about before. You know, is it better to end your season with some tough games where you have to keep your starters there? They don't get rest, but they do get quality reps. Or is it better to end the season on a high note with a big win where you can rest your players, where you can really rack up some points, try some new things, and you'll get some confidence going into postseason? I don't think there's really a right answer. I think it's more of a preference and a feeling based on the team, but it's not something you could really choose, per se. But it's an interesting dilemma at that, to say the least. We've seen some pretty massive returns from both sides. We'll see what we get here. The middle of the field is wide open. They're expecting it to be a kick to the side, and it will. Fake on the handoff, and now this return has to be put upfield. It does get to about the 20-yard line, where Malcolm was on the stop. Myers on the return for the Red Raiders. really hard to not be impressed with the way the General Brown Lions play football. Not a lot of penalties tonight. They had a couple of mistakes by way of turnover. But other than that, just solid football. Watson on the handoff. Up the middle of the field for Myers. And he's going to gain a few positive yards, but that's about it. Second and let's call it 7. As the clock continues to wind down to the third quarter of play. Approaching the 2.5-minute mark. It's going to be a screen pass to the far side. Trying to find an open lane. Looks like it's going to be a first down. That was Dawson Cole on the reception. Good play for the Red Raiders. Getting the first down and moving the chains. One thing you've taken away from Lowville is they do have disciplined wide receivers. Even when they have a screen pass to the opposite side, they're always blocking. They're always doing their jobs on the far side. Those screen passes have been pretty successful. The only times that they haven't really worked is when they've been close to scoring a touchdown and they just don't have the room to kind of space things out. When they've been able to run those screen passes in open field, they usually gain 4 or 5 yards, if not more. They're going to try it again, another screen pass. This one's going to go for a big gain. And a first down at that. I believe that was Hamburg on the reception. First and 10 now for the Red Raiders. Second down play doesn't gain much there. Be about second and 10 again. Another thing I like about Lowville is they just have a balanced attack. Some run plays, some pass plays. You're always kind of on your toes wondering what's coming next. Now, when you're down 49-6, you know a lot of pass plays are coming. Another screen pass here. Myers on the reception. But it's such an advantage, especially in the North Country, and, this brand of football when you're making a team guess. Is it going to be a pass? Is it going to be a run? A lot of times it's a lot of runs. And we've seen a lot of runs from General Brown tonight, not a lot of passes. Now, when they have put the ball in the air, they did it with success. A couple passing touchdowns tonight for McMahon there. Screen pass here again, this time on the far side. Cole on the reception. He gets to about the line of scrimmage, and that's going to be a fourth down. It's probably the final play of the third quarter. And that's where we are going to break for now. So when we come back to you, it's going to be the final quarter of play. 49-6 the score here. General Brown over top of Lowville.
Lewis County Health System has been a huge part of the community for a really long time. I work with an incredible group of nurses and doctors.
I definitely wanted to work in a place where I felt I was part of a team.
When I first started here, I really liked how the nurses made me feel like part of the family, like this is home.
There's no place I'd rather work than at Lewis County Health System. I love it here.
I'm J.R. Chamberlain from Cedars Golf Course. We are proud sponsors of Dining for Charities at NBC Watertown. If you like saving 50% off your next purchase, go on over to NBCWatertown.com and click on the Dining for Charities banner.
play. Lowville driving, but facing a tough fourth down opportunity at around the 50-yard line, actually past the 50-yard line. 12 minutes on the clock for the regular season. This fourth down play is going to go for a first down, tackled in bounds, it looks like. Tanner Millard on the reception, I believe. Not enough can be said about the faithful here for the Lowville Red Raiders as well. 49-6 on the score. They've hung in with their hometown team. Like I said, not a sellout crowd by any stretch of the means, but still very respectable. First down play maybe gains a yard as the clock continues to run. Watson still in the game here for the Red Raiders. 2 to the right, 3 to the left. Now one man in motion. That's Cole, who's going to assume the position of the running back. They're going to roll out and quick pass to the right side. It's going to gain a couple of yards. Good defense there for the Lions. So that'll bring up third down and 7. This has not been a favorable situation for the Red Raiders in tonight's game. This is about where the drive stalls, when they get caught in 3rd and 7s, 3rd and 9s, those types of scenarios. They just haven't been able to convert at a consistent clip tonight. Watson looks to the left. He's under duress immediately, throws it up, and caught. Taken down a little awkwardly is Cole. But that's enough to move the chains, and a good play for the Red Raiders. You can see here, as soon as he gets the snap, he's under duress almost immediately from his foreside. Throws it up, and wow, taken down very awkwardly. Lucky that was not a more severe right leg injury. Nonetheless, a first down for the Red Raiders as they retain possession. One man in motion. It's going to be a read option and maybe a yard or two to be gained by Watson. That'll bring up second down and 10. Really, you can't ask for a better night for football in middle to late October. Clear night. Lights are bright here at Lowville, and a nice, probably high 40s. I haven't checked the weather app. Maybe low 40s. Definitely beats low 40s in a rainy night, though, I'll tell you that. Good play by Watson to step up in the pocket. He throws it, and it's going to be incomplete. Very close to a strip sack. Good athleticism by the quarterback just to get out of the pocket and kind of get some running room in front of him. If he had another step to make a pass, he might have had someone open down the middle of the field. Nonetheless, it'll be third down and 10 as we approach just under the 9-minute mark. Under the gun here, it's going to be Watson. Steps up in the pocket. He wants to pass. Good pump fake, and now he gets the corner. And he's not going to gain much there. Maybe a yard or two. That's going to bring a fourth down. Does get out of bounds to stop the clock. You know, in games like this, you can kind of expect a team like Lowville to maybe pack it in, maybe, just kind of wait for the final whistle. But they're fighting here. They're mounting a drive late in this game, down 49-6, putting some plays together, keeping possession. coming up big on 4th downs. We'll see if they can do it again here. Watson wants the end zone. He's open down the right side, and that's going to be a score. Touchdown for the Lowville Red Raiders as Brendan Hamburg finds the end zone. 49-12 with a big score at the end of the game here. Hamburg was wide open pretty much on the entire go route. We'll see it here as Watson doesn't take his eyes off him. Immediately gets the snap, looks deep, finds Hamburg in the end zone. Touchdown for the Red Raiders, who will probably go for 2 here as they did on their other touchdown. Looks like we got trips to the right, 2 to the left. Watson doesn't have any blocking help behind him. Now he does. That's going to be Cole who joins him. Rolling to the right, now reversing fields back to the left will be Watson. Throws it up. There's about 4 defenders over there, and the defense wins that battle. So that's another Amco Transmissions touchdown, and that will bring the score at 49-12. I want to tell you about Cascanet Ford one more time as well. They are a local car dealership out there in Carthage. They are our overall sponsor for the live streams throughout the season. Local friendly service and sales. That's Cascanet Ford. Amazing new and used selection. Cascanet Ford. And also the UP Coalition, with their mission, is to reduce the use of alcohol, tobacco, and other drugs in Lewis County youth by collaborating with the community to empower residents to make educated decisions about living a healthy lifestyle. They envision a community that fosters its youth to choose healthy lifestyles of their own. That's UP Coalition of Lewis County. Eight minutes, 38 seconds to go, as Lowville's going to kick back off to General Brown. Watson on the kick. It's a good kick, end over end. Go about the 20-yard line where it's muffed again. Now trying the opposite side of the field will be General Brown. Now going towards the middle. Still with speed. Big return. Man, General Brown has just been good on the returns and special teams tonight. They are in the opposite side of the field already at around the 37-yard line, I believe. To see the lanes are opening wide open here for the return specialist for the Lions. Myers makes that play, and boy, quick. We've seen Myers do that a couple times tonight where you think General Brown has a long touchdown on their hands, and instead it's just a great play by Myers, who has great closing speed. So McManaman is still in quarterback for the Lions, despite the heavy scoreboard. I think they're going to try to get some new running backs, some options, and some carries. Can't see any reason why General Brown would be in any hurry to run plays in the final 8 minutes of the game here tonight. Run up the middle is going to go for a first down. It's always nice when you get a chance to get some new players, some fresh faces, some playing time, get some valuable snaps against good competition. I think General Brown is going to welcome the chance to rest some starters as well. The first down play really doesn't go anywhere. Stopped right before it started. And it'll bring up second down at the same line to go. Second down, and we'll call it still 10 as the pitch goes to the opposite side. Looks like it's going to be a first down, and then some, maybe a few extra yards. Stopped just before the 10-yard line. But we haven't seen a lot tonight out of high school football, as you have not seen a lot of flags. Pretty clean, disciplined game from both sides. Fake pitch for McManaman, who's going to take the ball himself. I think he was stopped just short, maybe at the 1-yard line or so. Knocking on the doorstep here for General Brown. So now first and goal from about the 1-yard line. So the clock continues to run below the 6-minute mark. And I believe that should be a touchdown. And it will be. Touchdown for General Brown. Looks like a fan favorite there was able to push the ball across the end line. Crowd erupts after the touchdown symbol is awarded. And I will see the extra point here, see if they can get it to 56-12. Looks like that kick will be no good. So score remains 55-12. General Brown on top of Lowville here in the final week of the regular season. Some out-of-town scores for those that are still with us here and wondering what's going on across Section 3. New Hartford beat Auburn 25-20. That's the final. West Genesee over Corcoran 19-7. Another final. The last scoring update that we have for Carthage against ESM is halftime, but that was not at 7-7. We also have in Class B, Chittenango 28 over South Jefferson 0. Of course, that last score update was in the third quarter, so probably vastly different at this point. Homer really laid one on Cortland, 48-0. That's a final. And Indian River topped Oneida 46-7. That still has not gone to final yet. In Class Z, actually, there is no score update for VVS and Southern Hills as of yet, so stay tuned there. And really no other. Well, Thousand Islands is at was at halftime against Frankfurt Schuyler and the 8-man league, 26-22, but that was halftime's the last update there. So we'll see if Lowville can answer. They'll take the ball around the 29-yard line after the kickoff. A little bit of chill in the air, but definitely some of the best weather you can ask for an October 21st bout. Screen pass, and it's going to be caught and taken for good yardage. Let's call it about 5 or so for the Lowville Red Raiders. That I believe was Swiernick on the catch. One thing you probably noticed on camera tonight as well is Lowville just doesn't have the participation it usually does. I think we've only counted like 18 players or something in the first quarter when they're doing their warm-ups. It's tough to field a really, really successful program with just 18. I know, participation across many schools, across many sports, waivers goes up and down. Some schools are reporting they have, 50, 60 kids coming out for JV and modifieds and maybe for some varsity teams. Here for Lowville, they are doing the best that they have with the players that they can come up with. 18 players makes for a long season. A lot of playing time. But you compare that with General Brown, and I can't even count how many players they have over there. Quick screen pass, and that's going to be caught for close to a first down. The second effort might have gotten there. Should be just shy, I believe, but it depends on the spot. There's a flag on the field. Yeah, it looks like it's going to go against the offense. So take that play back. It'll be now, I believe, 2nd and 10. Actually, sorry, 1st and 10. 1st and 20, I should say. So retrying first down as we're under the 5-minute mark. A little miscommunication, trying to get on the same page. Quarterback, wide receiver. And we might have a timeout here. No, just an official's timeout. No miscommunication on their end as well. Back to the field, trips to the right, and now in one man in motion, he's going to get the ball. To the left side with speed, couple broken tackles with speed across the 50. A big run for Riley Hanno, the senior wide receiver. It's the first time we've called his name tonight, but made good use of his first look. Almost didn't have the snap, or didn't have the handoff. Instead, was able to gain possession and gets past the 50 in a strong run. Close to a first down. It'll be about 2nd and 1. Hanno remains in the game on the left side. He goes in motion again, and he will get it again. He's got some running room. See if he can get to the edge. He tries. Will get a first down, I believe, but a great individual tackle on the right side of the field. And it'll be just a short gain, but enough for a first down as the clock stops to reset the ball. I think it's tough to kind of put it in perspective how good this General Brown team is. Lowville is not a bad team, despite the record. They definitely have some potential on offense. They have some good athletes. It's just General Brown is very well coached. They have a good core of players that leads this team, and they do well. They're just that much better than the competition here locally. Watson's going to get to the pylon. He scores. And that'll bring the score 55-18 as we're under the 3-minute mark. Saw that play opening up here. We get a chance to see it again. A nice option play, a good juke move right in the middle of the field in the backfield. He had a couple people in the backfield that had a shot at him. Instead, he gets all the way to the pylon and puts up 6 points for the Red Raiders. You can say whatever you want about the Lowville team, but you cannot fault Watson and the drive that he has played with tonight. He converts for 2 here as he finds his receiver on the left side, Cole. Watson has played with a lot of heart, a lot of grit tonight, shown a lot of great skill. He's quick. He makes great decisions. He will be a great player for Lowville next year if they can kind of build a core of players around him and start to build this thing from the ground up. He is a good leader. He will be back next year with probably a chip on his shoulder, I'd say. As we're under the 3-minute mark, let me go through all of our sponsors one more time. We just saw a touchdown, and that's sponsored by Amco Transmissions out there in Watertown. Total car care and transmission work all can be done at AMCO on Coffeen Street. Local family, national brand, can't beat it. That's AMCO Transmissions. Also, our overall sponsor is Cascanet Ford in Carthage. Local dealership with the best selection in new and used Ford vehicles. A great sales team, a great service team. That's Cascanet Ford in Carthage, Route 26, next to the high school. And also Carthage Area Hospital. They are going to ask us for our player of the game pretty soon. We will give that to you very soon. But they have some of the shortest ER wait times in the North Country, and they are specialists in labor and delivery. Go and check them out. That's Carthage Area Hospital. And finally, Up Coalition in Lewis County. Their mission is to reduce the use of alcohol, tobacco, and other drugs in Lewis County youth by collaborating with the community to empower residents to make educated decisions about living a healthy lifestyle. Up Coalition has a vision that the community can foster its youth to choose a healthy lifestyle, help them in that mission. Go and look them up, Up Coalition in Lewis County. So just under the 3-minute mark, with General Brown now taking possession. They had a good return. Looks like a penalty was going to push them back a little bit. 55-20. Lowville quietly putting up some decent points there. You can't be too upset with 20 points against such a great team in General Brown. One person in motion. He's going to get the pitch. Up the field, still on his feet. Held up and now driven back. They're going to stop that play as he's still on his feet but losing momentum. It's going to go for a first down, however. Fresh set of downs as we approach the 2.5-minute mark. With 2.5 minutes, we also want to thank everybody who makes this live stream possible. NBC Watertown has really decided to make the commitment to local youth athletics here in the North Country. There's a storied history of athletics here in this area, and we want to be a part of it as well. We want to help spread awareness to these student athletes who work so hard in the classrooms and on their respective sports teams. We'll be bringing you high school basketball coming up pretty soon after the after the NFL season. That's a good mix-up. After the high school football season. It's been a long night here behind the mic. After the high school football season, we'll be bringing high school basketball. We're going to try to get into some spring sports as well as much as we possibly can. Some challenges lie there. But right from the top on down, our CEO of Sagamore Hill Broadcasting, which owns NBC Watertown, Lewis Wall. Our general manager for NBC, Mr. Mark Gaines. Traffic manager, Eliza Urbanek. Sales team, and Brianna Kesey. Eric Burke. Zach Zabriskie, also behind the switcher tonight for us. And Mr. Mike Irie. The camera crew for tonight, Steve Weed, also with the production company, Steve Weed Productions, and Connor Malone. Thank everybody who makes this possible, because without this teamwork effort, this game does not hit the live stream. Clock approaches the 1 minute and 20-second mark. Yeah, it looks like there's a nice deke there on the motion. I believe that's going to cause a timeout here for General Brown, trying to get on the same page. So the minute 20, I think I'm ready to make my decision for player of the game. It's really tight. There's Seamus Devine, who had a couple of touchdowns tonight. Aiden McManaman had a couple touchdowns through the air. But I think I'm going to go with someone who played pretty well offense and defense, had a couple touchdowns himself. Caleb Natali is going to be the player of the game tonight for the General Brown Lions. Just solid all night long, but really could have gone either way. Anyway, I guess there's a lot of players here for the Lions who had a chance at player of the game tonight. So under the minute and a half mark. 4th and let's go about 6. Flag on the play. We'll see if we can get the call. I believe it's going to be on General Brown. It's going to be declined. And that will cause a turnover on downs, and Lowville will take possession now. One more gasp here for the Red Raiders. Put some points on the board. As a broadcaster and play-by-play person on the microphone, you never want to count a team out of it. Although pretty confident here in this scenario. We did a few years back had a game where we were at the semifinals of the Section 3 between Auburn and Indian River, and I was on the microphone, and at one point Indian River was up by 38 points, I believe, in the third quarter, and I had made that mistake to put Indian River on a bus ticket to go to the Dome, and before it was all said and done, we were ended up in a 3 overtime game, and Auburn pulled out the victory. So never want to jump to conclusions anymore, but pretty confident here. Broken play gets to, looks like a first down. Ball rests of the 35-yard line. New quarterback for the Red Raiders. It's going to be Millard who's going to get some snaps. Handoff up the middle. Taken down from behind. Good gain on first down. Going to be short of a first down. That was Lathan Kilborn on the carry, the junior. And now bring up 2nd and 3, and what all but certainly will be the last play of the game. Kilborn on the carry, goes to the left side, and they get him out of bounds. You know, I am just so perfect at the broadcaster jinx. You can't beat it. I mean, it is borderline incredible. If you can hire me for my services. If you're ever going to the casino and you need some help with a dealer's bust card, I'm there for you. I'll holler it out, and I'll tip the tide, because every time I'm on the microphone, it goes the complete opposite way from what I say. And this will be the final play of the game. Good effort here for the Red Raiders. Falls a little bit short. The General Brown Lions take care of business in the final regular season game tonight. 55-20 the score. General Brown on top. Thank you, everybody, for viewing us tonight. Stay tuned on our Facebook page throughout the week as we'll update you where we will be attempting to bring you the action. We will try to go wherever we can, wherever we're allowed and invited, but stay tuned with us on Facebook. We'll announce where the game is next week. Until then, 55-20 the score. General Brown over the Lowville Red Raiders.